Hi everyone, I'm Graddles, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm starting a new series, and I chose the Swamplands map from the Sunset Harbor DLC. It's a really nice map. It's got a lot of level land, as well as natural resources and outside connections. Our starting tile has a nice big block of farming right in the center, and forestry is all around it. And I usually start off with building right from my highway exit and kind of grid out on either side. But I think today we're going to go ahead and we're going to build around this farming area in the middle, because we're going to go ahead and use this for our industry. Later on, we unlock at milestone 2 farming. And once we've built up a little bit of money, we're going to use our Industries DLC to replace the base game farming and build a whole industry right here of farming. So to get started, we need to go ahead and go into our roads. We have 70,000 to start. We only have access to one road, and we're just going to place it down and delete it. And once we've done that, we've unlocked several other roads. We have a gravel road, a 2-lane one-way, 4 lanes, 6 lanes. We don't have highways yet, but they do give us a pre-built small roundabout, which you can build your own, but the pre-built is pretty nice. It's easy. So once we've done that, let's go into our gravel roads, which is right here. They are cost efficient because they only cost 20 instead of 40. So when we're on a budget, it's good to, maybe start with these. And we're actually just going to erase this anyway. So we're just going to lay it down. And then we're going to go into our 4-lane roads. And we're using this as a marker. So I would really like to use a 6-lane road to go around this and then branch off with our 4 lanes and then 2. But because money is tight, we're just going to go ahead and use the 4 lanes and upgrade them later. So we're going to come down by about 3. Actually, let's go down to about 2. And curve this around. Let's get a little closer. Then we're going to come down about 1, 2, 3, 4, and curve this around. We'll go in and just okay, so I think that's a good start. We don't want to waste too much money. We don't get a lot to start. But we do need to connect our highway, so let's go to our 2-lane one-way. And we're going to go into straight. And just attach our highway. And then delete that gravel road. There we go. So now we have to plan out where we'd like to put some residents, as well as our services and our temporary industry. So there's a nice big piece of land here, but we are starting a little small. We do have to keep on a budget. So I think what we'll do is we'll go into not our radio, our roads. We'll go into our 4-lane. We'll make it straight. And I think from this node, we're just going to come in. Let's come down a little bit more, maybe between these two. And come down straight. I don't know if I like that. Because I don't want to build a lot of cars off of here. Maybe what we'll do is we'll come in over here. We'll just come down very small. And we'll just kind of build. And we do need to go 12. But I might go about 13 and leave a little space. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. And I think what I'll do is I'll build a couple of roads here like this, the 4-lane, and I'll make that like a commercial area between this area and this area, and we'll build off residents in this area. So let's go one more time on each side. Okay, so now we have 5 roads of commercial. So let's go back into our gravel roads. And we're just going to go off of here by 1.5. I'm going to come down and go in straight. And we'll go ahead and build off of here our residential area. We are going to stick to a grid pattern. It's just more cost efficient. And that looks pretty good, but I think we'll fill out a little bit more just because we do want to be able to fill the amount of need we will have. We're going to come down from here just because our nodes want to line up with the parkway there. I think we'll turn on our curve tool. We're just going to go to about here and then curve it in. To there. Then we're going to go back straight and attach this. Oh, it doesn't want to attach. We'll just delete it. We'll come down and let's curve that. Come back. There we go. Go back to our straight and we'll just add that for now. So that's plenty of residents to get started. What we're going to do is we're just going to come off of the first node. This will get deleted later on. And we're just going to put in a small amount of industry and a small amount for services. So we're just going to go ahead and block this in. Okay, so that's plenty for industry and services. Let's go ahead into our electric. Let's grab a coal power plant. Put that in. we need water. So I'm going to drop in a inland treatment plant that comes with Sunset Harbor. It does not pollute your water then, because you don't need to use this sewer drain pipe. And it costs the same amount. Next, we're going to drop in our water. And we do need to run our pipes. So I'm only going to cover from here straight down to here. And then I'm going to go over by 460. And I'm going to come straight down here. And I'm going to come to here, go over by 460, and come over to here. Next, I'm going to run a straight line from here and connect up that, and then connect my water there. So now I have to run my electric. And let's see. There we go. So we are left with 860. So now all our electric is covered. All water is covered. And we are basically running really tight. I do want to see if I can take this just to cover our industry here. And I think that's it. We're going to leave it at that. And this is probably the closest I've ever come with money. But I feel confident enough that we have everything covered. We're going to go ahead and go into our budget. And we're going to lower everything to 50. So now we're going to go ahead and zone in our residents. We're just going to go right here and come down to about there. And I am going to keep it off this edge, like so. And we're going to start that game. Let's turn it on 3-speed. And we're just going to let it run. Now, one thing I should mention is we should go into our inspector and go into our intersections. And let's go ahead and turn off all the lights that came up while building. And we are going to have one here. And we are getting a small demand for commercial. So we're going to build that on the inside here, just so it catches to our electric. And let's go ahead and add in some more residents. There we go. And we'll add a bit more commercial. And let's go ahead and put in some industry. Now, because our electric is here, it will spread, but this is only temporary industry, so I'm not really too worried about placement. because it will be deleted. So it does take a little while for everything to fill up. We are now making a positive income, but we're still negative almost 4,000. That will build up. We can go ahead and fill in a little more green, which is our residence. And I think we'll come all the way through. And let's go ahead and fill up just a little bit of this. I may put a school in here, so I'm going to leave that off. And I may put a park in here. I'm going to leave about 6 squares there for when we get our parks. And once this starts building, I'll fill in our last rectangle down here. Okay, so now that... So we hit Little Hamlet. We do have taxes and loans now. We have garbage, healthcare, and education. So I think we're going to go ahead and pause the game, go into our economy, go to our taxes, and we're just going to raise them to 12. So now that we've done that, we're going to unpause the game. We'll go ahead and fill in right here. And we are going to go into our garbage, and we're going to put in a landfill. So let's go ahead, let's just put that right here. And we'll fill in a little bit more industrial. There we go. And we do need to turn up our budget on our electricity. So let's just go to 70. Let's take the water up to about 60. And we'll take the roads up to 65. So now we do need to add some water over here. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's come off of here. Go to 460. And run it back. There we go. And let's check out our education. We're going to put in an elementary school right about here. And we're going to hold off on our medical till we build up a little bit more profit. And let's go ahead and, well, our commercial hasn't completely filled in just yet. We will go down and add some residents. These are going to be little houses, but I don't mind it for now. Later on I may delete them and use our landscaping tool to go ahead and go back and landscape this, and I'll delete the road and we can make this more level. And we could go ahead and go into our gravel roads, just extend this down by 1.5 right about here. And we could add a few more houses in there. Now we can add a little bit more industry. And we'll go into the inside here. Like I said, it's going to be deleted anyway. And that's coming up at our next milestone. Now we do have, okay, there we go. So we did get a new area. We got districts, policies, and a second loan. We got emergency services, as well as our farming, forestry, and we have some new specialized residence and commercial. So I think we're going ahead and leave this episode here. In the next episode, we will add our fire and police. We'll go ahead and convert this industry over to farming and move it in here. And yeah, we'll leave it here. Thank you for watching, and if you like my content, please click the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.